Welcome to Behind the Scenes of Instagram Strategy Session. My name is Inga Dexner and I will be talking you through the process as if I'm working with a client. In this case, my client is Weekend Travel Instagram account and Instagram blog, which is focused around traveling. Full disclosure, it's my side hustle account that I kept neglecting. This would be useful if you don't have time for your Instagram activities, or you don't know how to revive your old account, or you're just starting out and you don't know what can you do. So when you follow me either on Substack or either on YouTube or Instagram, you're welcome to ask questions, and in order to be more precise to your situation, or you're welcome to hire me as your social media strategist as well. Give you kind of a background information. Instagram account Weekend Travels, kind of 3 or 4 years old. There are posts that have been posted sporadically and there is no strategy behind. There is a weekendtravel.co.uk website which has maybe 3 posts or so. It's on idea level, but it was never taken seriously. And as a result, there are 491 subscribers and account hasn't been growing. Nothing happened. When you are in this situation that you want to revive your account, you want to start afresh, and even if you've been neglected for a couple of years, you still can continue working on this account. And the first step, what I am doing with Weekend Travels, is we are looking at existing situation. We are writing down how many subscribers, how many times can be posted on the account, and what's stopping, like what are current obstacles. And in this case, its time is of essence. And also the easiest way is when you go to professional dashboard, and your account needs to be either creator account or business account, because then you will have your stats, and stats are our friends. It gives us information without any emotions. When you start, take a screenshot of your stats on your Instagram account so you can kind of see the dynamic. And then I would take you through my Reel process, which is REEL, and I take all my clients through it, and I'm taking Weekend Travels through the same process. So R stands for results, like what kind of results you want. It's almost like setting intentions, what you want to achieve, and also what would be your milestones that you are going to register as you go to measure your progress, to measure return on your energy, on your activities. And then I would suggest that you write it out and you have it in front of you. You can then minimize it into like a statement that you can remind yourself, this is what I want. When it comes to Weekend Travels, it's not monetized yet. The owner likes traveling and ideally want to have sponsorship deals, want to have maybe a collaboration deals, paid collaboration deals, free traveling in exchange of reviews, and so on and so on. So the passion for traveling can be combined with monetary rewards. So this would be results that you can set what you want. You need to answer this question: what do I want to achieve? And you can pause the video and you can sit down and write your answer. And this would be your milestone measurement as well, because then you know whether your activities are on track. And at this point, you also decide how many times you are willing to post. If you post every day, you will see quicker results, but it's much better to be consistent rather than sporadic, like a burst of several posts a day, and then it's a silence. I went to this mode again. So on Weekend Travels, I published a lot of posts in 2 days, and then it was a week of silence. So you need to start noticing how you're spending time, being intentional with your time, and being disciplined with your time. Especially if you work on your own, you don't work with the coach, you just have to keep your promises to yourself in this case. And then the first E states for engagement. And here there are different ways how you can engage with. First, you engage with other accounts. You can write it out like accounts you want to collaborate with, accounts you want to learn from. It doesn't need to be in the same industry. It can be from parallel, complementary industry, and you just learning. Also, this type of engagement will be determined from the first written element. It's what you want to achieve. For instance, you can set that you want more followers. In my case, I don't want more followers. I want more reach, and I want to develop my creative writing with this account. When it comes to engagement, so this is how you engage with other accounts, when you learn from them, when you notice what are the trends, and so on and so on. And another one is engagement, meaning how can you increase engagement on your account. But here, if you don't have reach, no matter how engaged your account is, you need to work on increasing your reach. And then you increase your reach, and if the engagement increases, your reach will increases. It's very connected elements, but without having volume first, like without reaching more people, you wouldn't understand which of content type creates this engagement. So this, just to think about what can you do first to fix the reach, and second to increase your engagement. So in the case of Weekend Travels, what was decided that we will do 3 posts. One is Reels. Reels usually have the best reach. Trial reels, testing trial reels, if you have this option. 491 subscribers gave the option to have a trial reel. Usually I have another account which is 126 and it doesn't have a trial reel option. So you can check with whether you have trial reels. Trial reels go only to non-followers, and it's an option how to get new followers, but there are no guarantees either. The next E stands for ease. And here you need to think strategically, what will be the easiest way for you to create content, the easiest way to show up on your platform. And it could be that you while you walk, you record ideas, you record captions for your posts. You can record B-rolls while you walk, like while you're pouring coffee in the coffee shop. Schedule your time, structure your calendar, what will be easier for you. And then it could be that you decide to outsource. In this case, it's not an option, but you can think how you can use AI tools to make your work more optimized, and what is easier for you to record the voiceover videos. You know, when you don't need to be on camera, you can do a voiceover videos, or you can do B-roll videos, how you can batch create, how you can use a bulk create on Canva, for instance. And then I would recommend that you also write it down. It may seem like a boring part, writing down, but it works like a charm, because then you don't need to keep it in your mind, oh, I want to do X, Y, and Z, but I don't remember whether I've done it or not. So what would make this process easier? How would you create entertainment for you? We'll give you an example. So this whole experiment, writing on Substack, creating videos, showcasing how I'm working on that particular account, this is how it's easier for me, even though technically I'm adding more work to myself, but it excites me. And so that's why it's easier for me. Like, it doesn't mean that it's less work, but when it doesn't feel like work and it creates an entertainment in your life, Why not? So think about what could be this for you. The last letter L stands for leverage. How you can reuse the content that you create for Instagram, how you can reuse on other platforms. Like in my case, I record the video, I use the transcript for text, and I will create the Pinterest account as well, and just getting people to my website. Okay, or how I can, for instance, when I create content for Instagram, at the same time I can register on accounts like Expedia or travel local guide and submit the same text I create for Instagram where I review a particular hotel, how I can submit it into those reviews and get visibility in that way. If you have any questions, let me know. And this is the first part to establish the routine, and then I will be taking you through the process with the content creation and what kind of results I was getting during the first 7 days of paying attention to this account. My name is Inga Dexner, and I invite you to follow my Substack account. I put the link below, Instagram account, and also my YouTube account. And if you have any questions, post them below or hire me as your business and social media strategist. Bye for now.